I'm going to tell you guys about CM, max management, solitary confinement, and dog cages. I'm not talking about the type of dog cages you put a little Fido in, the household pet. I'm talking about a dog cage that you put humans in. So let's jump in here and chop it up right now.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for jumping back on. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel. If you've not already done it, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell right there so that you get notifications when I put out new content. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday I upload videos. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a story about when I spent 2.5 years straight in solitary confinement, solo dolo. I've already got a couple of videos where I broke it down for you, like the day-to-day routine of how to just manage being in a cell by yourself for extended periods of time. And one thing that I like to tell you guys is go lock yourself in a bathroom. Get rid of all your communication devices, your phone, your tablet, your laptop. Throw that shit out the door. Lock the door and have somebody come and slide your food up under the door. Just stay in there for a day. Most of y'all are going to be banging on the door in about 30 minutes. Hey, let me out of here. I was just kidding. I don't want to do it. I spent 2.5 years in this piece. Some people spend decades locked behind the door by themselves. So, what am I talking about when I say dog cages? So what I want you to do is try to visualize this story as I tell it to you. We're going to be talking about FSP, Florida State Prison, one of the most notorious prisons throughout the entire state of Florida. Is where death row is at, and the death chamber. When it was an open compound, it was where they sent the worst of the worst. I'm talking about it was just popping off, pure pandemonium, wild chaos, murders, rapings, robberies, beatings on a daily basis all day long. But now the entire institution, the entire prison is a lockdown prison, single man cells. Every wing houses 3 stories with nothing but single man cells, room after room after room. Now, when you get put here, you're going to be here for a minimum of 6 months. That's if you get put on CM3, which is the lowest level, and you work your way, through that level. You go up for a review. You haven't got no trouble. You followed all the rules, and they're not pissed off at you when you go up for your review. They'll let you back on the compound. Now, if you end up on CM1 or max management, which is a higher level than CM1, which has no type of, there's nothing. It's dead time when you're back there. If you end up way up here, you're looking at least 1.5 years before you ever even think about stepping foot on the compound. And you got to think about that. 1.5 years locked in a room. Some of the rooms, you do not get any visual to the outside. When you're in maximum management, you're not going to see the sun, the moon, the stars. You're not going to see shit. You're not even going to see another prisoner, another convict. You can hear them through the vent. Only thing you're going to see is a police come by your door and a medical staff and sometimes a psych. That's it. You ain't seeing shit else. And you're getting minimal material in there as far as like reading material, writing material, anything constructive that you could possibly do, forget about it. You're locked in a cell that is pure hell. So everybody hears, oh, they got to let you out for 1 hour a day. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't give a damn what they're doing in other states. In Florida, that hour a day shit, they do not care about that. It ain't going down like that. They are not following no rule that says, yeah, you got to let this man out to wreck for 1 hour a day. Forget about it. They ain't doing it. Even if you're in here following all the rules, not causing any type of problems, minding your business, keeping your cell clean, staying off the door, just doing nothing but bettering yourself. If you're in this room 24 hours a day, just being straight up, I ain't causing no problems. They don't give a shit about that. Now, doing your time is going to be way better for you if you do that type of time. But just because you do that type of time does not mean that you're going to get to go out to these dog cages 1 hour a day every single day. So the way it does work, when they get around to saying, all right, rack time, everybody on the door, basically they holler it out on the wing. Meaning, if you want to go to rec, your ass better be on the door waiting. It ain't gonna be no, oh, let me make my bunk real quick. Oh, let me get my shit together. Oh, let me use no. You ain't even got a brief second to say, oh, let me anything. It's all let me nothing. Your ass just missed rec. And when you ain't been to rec in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because they ain't been having it, you better believe one thing. When they say rec, your ass better be ready. And if you got to wait, and that's the thing, when they call rec, you don't know where they're going to start at, whether they're going to start down bottom, whether they're going to start in the middle or up top. But every single person that's going to go to rec, they come to their door, they pop the flap, which is a food flap, a bean flap, tray flap. That's where they feed you through the door. When they pop that flap, you turn around and you put your hands behind you, and they're going to cuff you behind your back. And you got to be on that door waiting, because you don't know where they're going to start at. And the crazy thing is, they'll start down here in the bottom, and then all of a sudden, boom, they move. When they come back in from taking people out, they start in the middle. So you don't ever know. You might be standing on that door for 45 minutes, waiting on these people to come to your door to cuff you, to take you to the dog cages. So once you get cuffed up, they pop your cell. Depending on what floor you're on, you're going to go to the end of the wing, the back of the wing. So the very front is the officer station. It's a long rectangular shaped wing with cells on that side and cells on this side that face each other, 3 stories high. If you're up top, you're going to go to the end, you're going to hit the stairwell, you're going to go down. Now, you're handcuffed in the back. If your ass ain't in good shape and you got bad balance and you fall, well, guess what? These people are not trying to rescue you. They ain't trying to escort you. They might have their hand on you, but you believe one thing, if your ass slips, you're toast, homie. So you got to watch your balance, right? That's mandatory. If you're in prison anyways, you should be of a sound mind that says, you know what? I want to better myself mentally, physically, in every single situation that I could possibly improve. I'm going to improve. And a big aspect of that is you work out every damn day. You eat healthy. You quit eating all the damn honey buns and the garbage. You start taking care of yourself. You practice balance. You practice feet work. You practice all type of things that are going to help you physically in life every single day. Because it could be a situation you don't know that's going to pop off, or it could be a situation like this where your ass is coming down a flight of stairs, handcuffed in the back, and you got bad balance, you're bad body fat and out of shape. Now you just tumbled down the steps. You didn't even make it to the dog cage. Oh, yeah. So when you get out this back door, you're going to go through the little back area. You go through one door. When you get to the exit door and you hit this sidewalk, I remember the very first time I seen this sidewalk, and I was on max management, which is at the very end of a 1/4 mile long building. FSP is a long rectangular shaped building, just like the wings I told you about. Down that long rectangular hallway that's a 1/4 mile long, there's wings that come off both sides, just like this, both sides. They're right in front of each other. And when you go out of those wings, the back of that is where the dog cages are. Well, I was at max management, which is the very far end. When you come out of max management and you hit that sidewalk, you see a sidewalk that looks like it runs to infinity. You're looking like, damn, does this sidewalk ever end? And it's just one straight long sidewalk. All down the right-hand side of it, if you're coming out of max management, is dog cage after dog cage after dog cage. And to give you a visual description of what I mean by dog cage, when you're looking down here, you just see chain link fence that runs straight up in the air. It's got a rooftop over top of it, chain link fence. And then another piece comes down. So it's got the 2 sides, the top, the back, and then a front. The front of it has a door. It's a chain link door, gate, just like a gate if you were going to let a dog into a kennel. So you go wherever they're going to take you to. When you're walking down this sidewalk, there's always going to be little sidewalks that veer off to the right. When you veer off to the right, there's going to be cages on both sides. And these things are full of guys. Automatically, you're hearing the guys off top already arguing. These are what I call door warriors, because they're always behind some type of door, fence, cage, screaming and arguing, talking about how bad they are, how tough they are. Now, this is what's crazy. I learned this on my very first day. When you're going to the dog cages, one thing you don't do is look around everywhere. Now, it's a common thing not to look off into people's cells, not to look off into, if somebody's doing something, you know they're doing something, you don't look off into what they're doing. You mind your own business. You keep these blinders on. But at the same time, you got to be aware of what's going on around you, because you never know when something's popping off. You have to be aware, hyper aware. So, first time, I'm walking, I'm looking around. You're not going to believe what I seen. There is a man standing at the edge of the fence with another man beside him on the opposite side. So he's in this dog cage. There's a fence separating these guys. This man's standing here with his dick sticking through the fence. The man on the opposite side is sucking his dick. I'm like, whoa, what did I just see? Hey, I learned a lesson right then. When you hit them dog cages, you keep your eyes forward, because that's the type of shit that's going on. Homosexuality, nothing but arguing, chaos, pandemonium. This entire system is designed to do one thing: break your ass mentally. And if you guys think that's just crazy, that wouldn't happen to me. Your ass ain't been to prison before, because that could happen to anybody. And if you don't want to experience these type of things, what I'm telling you, do this. Keep your shit together out here on the street. Stay focused on what's going to keep you out of the streets. I'm talking about in the streets doing your thing that's going to send you to prison. Stay focused on something that you can achieve. Stay focused on something that you can create some type of positivity, something that will actually get you toward your goals in life, and not toward where you're sitting in a prison, walking to dog cages where there's men that are sucking each other's dicks, where there's men that are arguing from cage to cage, talking about how they are going to do this and do that, knowing good and damn well all they're doing is popping off, running their mouth. If you don't want to be around that type of shit, stay your ass out of prison. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've not already done it, do what I said at the beginning. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell so that you get notifications, and keep your head up.
Fell.
Are you listening? Damn.
So who is making the real money hustling in prison, from prison? The type of money that they're able to send money home to the streets. Who's making the boss move inside of prison? So if you guys want to know about it, I'm going to break it down for you right here in this video. Let's jump into it.